This might blow your mind. CBS is doing a report. Of course, it's from 20 years ago. That tells you that the flu shot. Well, this is what they tell you. Watch this. Hold on to your, because this is going to blow your mind.
Here's what scientists have found. Over 20 years, the percentage of seniors getting flu shots increased sharply from 15% to 65%.
Wow. So then the seniors who are dying from flu should go way down, right?
It stands to reason that flu deaths among the elderly should have taken a dramatic dip, making an X graph like this. Instead, flu deaths among the elderly continue to climb.
Whoa!
It was hard to believe, so researchers at the National Institutes of Health set out.
Hard to believe. So then researchers at the corrupt National Institute of Health, NIH, did a study, which they then suppressed and buried. But CBS got their hands on it. And here's what they found.
To do a study adjusting for all kinds of factors that could be masking the true benefits of the shots. But no matter how they crunched the numbers, they got the same disappointing result. Flu shots had not reduced deaths among the elderly. It's not what health officials hoped to find. NIH wouldn't let us interview the study's lead author. So we went to Boston and found the only co-author not employed by NIH, Dr. Tom Reichert.
We realized that we had incendiary material.
Dr. Reichert says they thought their study would prove vaccinations had helped.
We were trying to do something mainstream, that's for sure.
Were you surprised?
Astonished.
Did you check the data a couple of times?
So they thought their study was going to reveal that flu shots actually had a big benefit and reduced deaths among seniors. That's what they thought that their study was going to show. Just, right? But so they actually did study the flu shot. And what did they find out?
Sure.
Well, even more than that, we've looked at other countries now, and the same is true.
That study, soon to be published, finds the same poor results in Australia, France, Canada, and the UK. And other new research stokes the idea that decades of promoting flu shots in seniors and the billions spent haven't had the desired result. The current head of national immunizations confirms CDC is now looking at new strategies, but stopped short of calling the present policy a failure.
There's an active dialogue into how we can do better to prevent influenza and its complications in the elderly.
So what's an older person to do? The CDC says they should still get their flu shots.
You should still get it. Whoa. The CDC says you should still get your flu shot.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey, still take your fentanyl. Don't stop your fentanyl just because, even though that we're looking into it.
And if you can, you should combine it with your new booster for COVID. If you can.
Yeah.
That it could make flu less severe or prevent other problems not reflected in the total numbers. But watch for CDC to likely shift in the near future more toward protecting the elderly in a roundabout way by vaccinating more children and others around them who could give them the flu.
So they're doing that. So they were saying that back in 2006. Hey, give the flu shot to people who aren't at risk from the flu so you can protect someone who is. What
if you just cut out the middleman of the shot?
Yeah, how about that? So they're literally saying give a medical treatment to someone who doesn't need it, so they could maybe benefit someone who they think would, even though their own study shows.
It's worth experimenting with, though, right? Hey, it's worth the human experimentation 20 years ago. I'm wondering how, if they were doing this 20 years ago, they managed to make the same mistake again. That's a little bit hard to believe it's a mistake.
Mm-hmm.